I feel like predators are always going to be protected in some form, whether them being a celebrity or not. Like, I feel like there's always going to be people who defend them and try to make sense out of it for whatever reason. Like, I feel like even when we look at, like, the Diddy situation, like, obviously, it's been hella times where people have come out and said, like, who he was and stuff he's done. But when Cassie actually had the lawsuit or whatever, it's like now people couldn't comprehend that this man was a predator. And to me, I'm like, I feel like people want an excuse to, like, defend them. I feel like everything be so much louder when I'm actually, like, recording. But I feel like people just want to find an excuse to defend them. For what reason, I don't know. Like, but even the Diddy situation, like, people literally claim that Cassie was lying, woo. Then the actual footage comes out, and then you still have people sitting here defending him, saying, like, I've literally seen people say, oh, we've all got into a fight with our boyfriends, or he ain't hit her that hard, and I feel like obviously in some sense I feel like they're trolling, like, obviously, like, I feel like in some form that these people are also trolling to go viral, like, or have people talk to them. But I also feel like some people think like that, like, where they feel like, oh, you see a black man down, they're trying to humiliate the black man, like, then people can make mistakes, da-da-da. I'm like, no, that man is a damn right terrorist. Like, he is evil. Like, and I keep defending him. Even the man with the in the classroom with the hair with the braids, like, he is also a predator. Like, and not just simply because of that video where him letting him take out the braids or whatever, because I feel like that's bad. But it's like, also maybe it could have just been like a bad moment or bad, like, judgment to do that. But no, then he had their numbers and they texted him, and he has other like certain type of content. I'm like, no, he's just a predator. And I'm like, you have people defending him like, oh, that's why we ain't got no black teachers, or that's why there's no more cool teachers, da-da-da. I'm like, you are a teacher. Who cares? Like, if you're considered cool or whatever case may be, like, it has nothing to do with them being black. It's the fact that they're doing stuff that they know they're not supposed to be doing, or that's, like, inappropriate. Like, you're a teacher. Like, set the boundary, create the line, and make sure they don't cross over and you don't either. It has nothing to do with, oh, that's why we ain't got no black teachers. No, we don't have no teachers because they're not getting paid, and they got to worry about mass shootings and X, Y, and Z. Like, and the fact that these kids bad as fuck, and they can't read. Like, and then also the parents ain't doing their job. Like, it's just like, that's why is less teachers or teacher shortage. Not because, oh, and I feel like in a sense, no, they do, like, target black teachers for certain stuff, but, like, in this case that was not the case. So to sit there and try to be like, oh, that's why we don't have black teachers, da-da-da, no, that is not that moment, and it's no reason to even defend him. Like, he knew what he was doing, like, especially because you decided to post it. I don't think you should be posting anybody kids anyway. Like, even if it wasn't like a boundary line, or I feel like even just regular videos, I don't feel like you should be posting of somebody else's kids and putting it on the internet. Like, that's not your kids to be like, and you didn't get permission. Like, and their parents don't know that you're filming them in the middle of a school day. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that. But I'm just gonna wait till I walk past here. But it's like, they know they're not supposed to be doing that, and that is inappropriate too. They're just shocked that they expected, oh, people to look at it how they was trying to portray it. Like, it's like, no, we're not stupid. But also, it was like, it gave me flashbacks to, like, high school too. Not necessarily with me, like, but stuff that I observed where I'm like, it was certain administration, like security guard, teachers, etc., who would literally have these inappropriate relationships or say and do inappropriate shit with students. And I'm looking, like, you would just see it, and it would just feel like the Twilight Zone, low-key. Like, because some stuff I'm just like, y'all are really doing this, like, in the school, like, no care in the world, like, y'all need to be arrested, like, y'all need to go to jail. Like I've had an administrator one time come up to me, and this man literally walked up beside me, like, he was supposed to be like a cool administrator that everybody loved, would do right. He literally came up next to me and was like, he had like caressed my hair, like, he didn't ask, he complimented my hair and then like caressed it, and then had said to me like, oh, why do you hate me? Because I looked at him sideways, because I'm like, he touched my hair, like the way he like caressed my hair without my permission, but just in general, but like especially without my permission. So I looked at him sideways, and he was like, oh, why do you hate me? This man was married with like 2 kids. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it was just like certain conversations I would have like with the security guards or whatever case may be. It was like, y'all are like not professional, y'all are inappropriate, y'all don't have no boundaries. It's just like certain stuff they would say to you, it was like they really thought that they were on the same level as you. Like, not saying to like try to abuse your power over me just because you whatever, like, you can still have like regular conversations with me, but at the same time it's a boundary, like in certain stuff that you do and don't do, and you say and you don't say. But I feel like predators are always going to be protected in that way, because like, even by women, by men, I don't know, I can't even say why I feel like they will always be protected, but they just are, because we've seen it like time and time again. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Dan Schneider, like, we see it with all these people, whether they're black or white, they're always protected. But even just in like, I feel like regular people, because obviously when you're a man and you're like in a position of power, it's going to be a lot easier for you to be protected, because you have money, you have like a stamp on whatever business or whatever line of entertainment or industry that you're in. But even I feel like regular men, you see regular men who are abusers, and you see women go and file reports and the police don't take them serious until they literally dead. Like, so it's like, or even rape, where most people, rapists, literally gets off scot-free, they don't go to jail. Like, so it's just like they're always going to be protected in some form. And I don't know, I can't really understand why, at least in the sense of like where it's clear evidence and like you see that they're predators. Like like, I don't know, like the Diddy thing, I just like, it's so weird that you still see people like defending him, or even R. Kelly or Tory Lanez, like people like, oh, freedom, I'm like, y'all need a day job, a hobby, something, like, because for you to be out here advocating for abusers to be like unpunished or let out or given some grace, is like, no, they didn't give their victims any grace, so why should they get any grace? Same as if you're a black man, it's like, it doesn't matter, like, you decided to abuse black women as well. Like, so that's why I don't see, especially why black women are defending him or her, like any him or hers that are abusers. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like it should be a case study, like a case study on like all the people that defend abusers and rapists, and see if they brain different, because I feel like it's set up different. Like, it's wired different. But yeah, I'm ready for it to be in like in a position or where in society we literally everybody on the same page about abuse and stuff. Even though I don't think that'll ever be the case, because you know people love to throw religion in there, even though half the people that's religious is rapists or predators, especially them preachers. Like, so it's just like, I don't know, like, how that's gonna change, or if it's gonna change where people look at it and it's just like clear, like, wrong, like you see it as a clear wrongdoing instead of it trying to justify it or make up excuses. But yeah, anyways, they need to open Kim Porter's case, and Diddy need to be locked up. In conclusion, put him under the jail, throw away the key.